You know what it's doing. You know how we get down. You know the liveness. You know the greatness. You know it's the man T3. What up, y'all? It's your boy T3 Afro Tech Nation. Geek Town. Let's get down. So let's do what we do, because you know where we start at. Now pull up. Boom, man. What up, fam? It's your boy, Afro Tech Nation. Geek Town. One more time for the get down. Let's do what we do. But before we do that, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, come talk to your boy. Let's have conversation. So I ain't gonna get into the full details of it, but we are going to talk Creature Commandos. First 3 episodes are in HBO Max right now. It is in here. It's the new DC animated universe from the James Gunn era. Everything that came before it has been deleted. Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck, you know what I'm saying? Jason Momoa, all of them is gone. You know what I'm saying? The only person that seems to be left in the scenario is John Cena's Peacemaker character. So Creature Commandos actually is slightly connected to this because it's a Suicide Squad type team. So if you watch the first season, the only season right now of Peacemaker that's out there, you know it ended because Amanda Waller's daughter ousted her on what she's been doing with the government, and she's no longer allowed to use humans as slaves. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I put a chip in your head. You do what I want to do. But this time she says, look, technically I'm not using people. I'm using monsters. And this is where you come in. You got the young lady who's like the creature of the Black Lagoon. You have Frankenstein's bride. You still have the same commander in chief of Suicide Squad. He's still running the game and everything else like that. Who else we have here? We have a nuclear man. So we have quite a few monsters that's out here that's going to be a part of this. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be weird, and it's going to be crazy, and it's going to be crude. So if you're not used to that crude comedy, I wouldn't suggest it, because it's going to be a little bit hardcore. It's going to be closer to Peacemaker than it is to Superman. You know what I'm saying? But it's all going to be connected in the same universe. Now, it's also stated the people who are the voice actors for these characters in the animated series, when they show up in live action, will be the same people that are being in the live action movies. So if your voice per se is General Bragg, and then it's going to be that voice character is going to show up in Superman, Batman, Aquaman, Supergirl, whatever, in live action as that character. So they're like a 2-parter that's going on with that. So now that I gave you that history, how do I feel about the show? Is interesting. First season, the first episode, I'm pretty sure, is to get you getting ready for the uncomfortable feels that goes on. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are some things that goes on. It is definitely not for your kids. It is definitely a rated R cartoon. It has the language, it has the sex, it has everything that you would have in a real show, but in cartoon animation form. But the storyline is going to be interesting because they are still a Suicide Squad team, Monster Squad, run by Bragg, run by Waller, to go out and handle these things. But most of this series, it looks like, is going to be learning each character and their function and how they got to where they are. 10-man per se. Let's say he was built in the during the time of Germany, during the time of Hitler, and he's a Nazi killer, and he just has an infatuation and an asphyxiation on killing Nazis all day, all the time. Frankenstein's bride, the bride as they called her, she has a hard history with Victor and Frankenstein and her crazy relationship. The young lady who's like the creature from the Black Lagoon, she's very timid and very the innocent one, but she's caught in a situation where she's around people who are not as innocent or as intelligent, and she is, and she's going to have to learn to adapt. There's going to be a whole lot of things that's going to go on with this, but season 1 I feel like is an introduction, because these are characters that's in the DC universe and the comic books, but are not talked about a lot, or not, or unless you are a DC or a comic book reader, you would have never known. So they're trying to do like Marvel, introduce you to new characters and new people to get you some new things to follow, so it's not the same old thing, which is great. At the same time, they're trying to see how they can weave this, because they're going to take their time with it this time, especially with Superman dropping in 2025. I believe the trailer has just recently dropped. We have not dropped our reaction to it yet, so we will discuss that in the near future. But I'm trying to tell you right now, go check out Creature Commandos if you are into real anime. Like, I mean, Ninja Scroll anime. That, like, you down for that. If not, leave it alone. Wait till the live action piece. They'll probably tame it down a little bit. But it's going to be, like I said, closer to Peacemaker half of it, which means when you deal with Batman and Superman and these particular characters, it's going to be a little wilding out on a Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? But it was fun. It was interesting. It was very thought provoking. And I'm interested to see how deep we go into these characters and what. How many Afro picks so far? How many Afro picks do I give it so far? As of right now, there's only 3 episodes, so I can't give it a full slate of Afro picks. As of right now, I'm at a 3. It's intriguing. It's intriguing, but it ain't hitting. But we will see, because I'm trying to give DC you know what? I'm a sucker for love, and I love my DC. I love my Marvel. I love all things geeked out. I love my anime. So I like to give you a chance. I like to make sure that you out here with the people and at least give you an opportunity to make the folks happy. But until then, if you see your mans in the streets, hit them with the beats. Hit them with a jingle jangle, baby. Jingle jangle.